Good evening. Good evening, you guys. I want to get on here and give you guys basically a reaction. Basically, been seeing on the YouTube streets that Tasha K did not win her lawsuit against Cardi B. They're saying that she was guilty and she had to pay for the defamation suit. I think it's a sum of 1 million, and they're saying more charges are to come. Personally, I did not see this coming. I will have to say I thought maybe she had a strong chance of maybe winning the case. I think the main thing they said is that in the beginning, Cardi allegedly asked Tasha to take a couple of videos down, and I guess she refused, and that is the reason why they actually had the defamation suit. My thing is, I think allegedly, in my opinion, Cardi's doing this just for in other words, to get Tasha's attention and most importantly to prove a point. I don't think it's anything about the money. I think it's one of the things where she wanted her to realize that you can't just put out misinformation just because you want to. Like they're saying they did get court documents and they actually got documents, I'm assuming from doctors allegedly. They're saying that she did not have any of the sexually transmitted diseases that Tasha was alleging. Personally, I do watch Tasha K's channel. I actually like her commentary. Now it was to the point where where allegedly Cardi was trying to sue her in the beginning. I didn't know whether or not the charge would stick, and most important, they would get to this point. But here we are, and we're seeing that yes, it not only did it come, that she did do it, but Cardi did win. Now I don't know about the charge that they're saying to come. I have to stick around and see and let you guys know and keep you updated. But everybody's doing commentary on it. I guess a lot of people celebrating the fact that Cardi won and Tasha lost. I don't know. It's one thing where you got to pick a side. You got to stay there. You can't straddle the fence on this one. But I guess Tasha probably is partially probably relieved that it's over, but she probably hates that she did not win. I'm pretty sure. But we'll see where this thing goes from here. But Tasha did win, did have to allegedly has to pay 1 million, and she did get 1 million subscribers. So I don't know if that's one of those things that's ironic or not. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm thinking that Tasha still will have her channel, so that's a good thing. Won't be anything that would affect her channel. So I don't know. People speculating they don't think that Tasha got 1 million. They don't know what Tasha got, in my opinion. You can't count nobody else's pockets. You don't know what Tasha got. You never know. But we're gonna see where this thing goes, and we're gonna ride it to the wheels fall off. They saying we're gonna come do our commentary, and keep our ears to the street and see what else we can come up with as far as the blogs are concerned. Also, I was to the point, like I told you, this is gonna be a reaction. I saw my Jazzy life. She's still with the shenanigans. She basically took a pregnancy test. At first, she didn't know what the other line meant on there. Now she took one, and all of a sudden, it's negative. My thing, I think Jazz is playing in the subscribers' face. That's just my opinion. She needs commentary over there. Content over there, because the little piss poor content that she is putting out ain't really doing nothing for real, in my opinion. But my thing is, you would think that Jazz would have grown as a person and it wouldn't be to the point where she thinks the best thing in life is just having kids. Not saying nothing's wrong with having kids, but my thing is, at least if you're gonna have kids, be able to take care of your kids. Case in point, the baby she just had, subscribers had to take care of that baby. Not to mention the baby even 6 months old, she already ran out of formula, make it make sense. Then she goes to the point where she actually has the audacity, in my opinion, I can say that, the audacity to say she bought something for Chris. My thing is, you just left Walmart. You should have got Chris an application. And yes, I said the application. I know they're not physically giving out paper application, but she need to get him a job. And sad part about it, she shouldn't have to get him a job. He shouldn't have enough initiative as a man to want a job. She can't tell me Chris work because he don't. On job Chris got it is telling her what to do and driving that mountaineer into the ground. I don't care what she say or nobody else say. My thing is with Jasmine, like everybody said, when it's time for the baby needs something, she can't never go to him for nothing. She had to go to her mom to get the formula allegedly. And my thing is when she did a little stock up after she got paid on the 21st, we didn't see no formula, nothing in the cart. My thing is that's the first thing you should have been grabbing. Formula, wipes, whatever else you need, and most important, water to mix. You should have been stocking up on formula to make sure that never happens. My thing is, I just had a son, and he never, and I repeat, never ran out no formula. I mean, if you scooping out of that container, you know when it's how much is left, and most important, how many bottles you can make out of what's left. I mean, come on, you know if you do two or three scoops or whatever you do. I remember those days scooping out of the thing and putting the bottle in the formula, but I was to the point where it even get to the point it was halfway empty. I was trying to scrap it to make sure that he got some other cans up there. And I don't understand why Jasmine run out of formula in the first place. I know she qualified for WIC because she get food stamps. There's no excuse. My thing is Jasmine be trying to do stuff like that to dry bag and see whether or not subscribers gonna go in their pockets and send cash up her so she can go get stuff. And when they cash up, more than likely she don't get what she had actually asking them to buy. But you can't tell them subscribers nothing about Jasmine because in their mind Jasmine is a perfect mom. I'm sitting in the live stream listening to people telling her she doing a good job. Doing a good job at what? My thing is I don't have a problem praising somebody when they're doing a good job or improving, but Jasmine not improving. She's still doing the same thing. Piss poor content, piss poor parents, and then most importantly, she just had a baby and trying to add to her family. My thing is, did you just have a baby? Last thing you should be doing is peeing on the stick, girl. But I can see now what we're gonna be doing. We have another 2 or 3 months, she's gonna be doing the same thing again. I thought she had graduated from there. I really, really did, but I see now she has it. Jasmine has called herself and tagged on to Olivia, and they doing the same thing. Olivia is the queen of pregnancy test herself. I mean, ain't nothing wrong reproducing, but if you're gonna reproduce, at least be to the point where you can take care of those kids, not your subscribers. If it ain't the subscribers, it's her mama. She can't never depend on Chris for nothing. I mean, it's sad to watch, and it's just a hot mess over there. And the sad part about it, people be sitting up there co-signing cheerleading for this type of stuff. How you gonna cheerlead for somebody that ain't trying to improve themselves? I'm not saying everything that she's the worst parent in the world, but right now she ain't the best. And the sad part about it, she ain't trying to grow, and most importantly, she not trying to improve on nothing. She just content on being in the same sad space she been being in for the last 3 years. Cause I've been watching her at least about 7 8 years. I ain't seen no improvement yet over there 7 8 years. Same stuff. Pregnancy tests, having babies, miscarriages. I mean, come on. Only thing she doing different now, she got the same man, but he ain't hitting on nothing himself. Anytime the man you got that you got a baby by that's locked up doing better than the man that's free, that's your answer. Somebody said that in a live stream on another channel, and I just sit there and I thought about it. I said it's sad, but that makes a whole lot of sense. Anytime something that crazy makes sense, that tell you just how jumbled up and in other words, uncouth her life is. I'm gonna say uncouth. That's the word we're gonna use for it for her. But Jasmine, in her mind, she thinks she's doing good. She thinks she's doing well. My thing is, how can you be trying to have a life with a man that can't provide for your child? Hadn't even took you on a date. Let's start there. She done had a baby for this man, and still he has yet to take her on a date. She can't show us a date. She can't vlog a date. She can't do nothing. Never tell us what she bought him. She can't never tell us what he bought her. Or more importantly, what he bought the baby. She can't never pick her camera up and say, "Hey, we're gonna go shopping. Chris gonna buy such and such." Cause guess what? It's not gonna happen. Chris has not bought that baby nothing. He sit up there and act as though he didn't want to call out the names for the people that was actually buying gifts for his kid. I said it. Yes, I'm gonna say it slow. His kid. It's sad. The least you can do is pick up the names and repeat the names and say thank you if the people are taking care of your kid. They're doing something you couldn't do and weren't about to do. And then Jasmine come with this rebuttal about they was about to buy the car seat. No, you wouldn't. You was waiting on somebody to buy it off the register, and that's what happened. It bad enough they had to buy the baby a baby bed. They had to turn around and buy the baby a car seat. He couldn't go in the store and buy you a $70 car seat. I knew she was dry begging when we seen her on the aisle inside the Walmart looking at car seat. And I'm saying to myself, why she don't put no car seat in that buggy? See, Jasmine be dry begging, and every time she dry beg, the people come right along and do what she want them to do, and that's take care of her baby. She breed them and they take care of them. But they gonna figure it out, and they gonna get the wool off them over their eyes in a little while. It might not happen right away, but eventually one day it will happen. And then the sad part about it, I was in the school on over to Miss Liv's life. Liv to the point she trying to tell people in her chat that she don't want to talk about the baby. My thing is, then you just make a post on IG or subliminal post about you just had a baby. And the sad part about it, you photoshopping a picture of somebody else's kid acting like it's your kid. If you supposedly had a baby, why no baby was in your back seat? Why we hear no baby crying? I mean, why? And every time people ask about the child, you always don't want to talk about it. Even before she made that subliminal post about 2 weeks ago, she didn't want to talk about the baby, period. My thing, if you pregnant, and that's the thing right now that they're speaking of, that should be something you vlog, even if you don't talk about it. She don't even vlog about being pregnant. She don't vlog about going to the doctor. She don't vlog about buying baby clothes, setting up the nursery, none of that. All that stuff screams red flags. Like I said from day one, I still stand on Olivia is not pregnant, it's no baby. She just setting the scene to let y'all think that something happened with the baby. It all makes sense, and that's the only way I'm putting the piece to the puzzle together. But you would think that at this particular time, what she going through, she would have enough sense to know that she should be focused on trying to fight for her children. But that's not even on her list of priorities. Her priority is to get on on YouTube and argue with people about nothing. Because that's basically what the live was about, a whole lot of nothing. You ain't answering the question that people asking you, so why are you even on live? I mean, what's the point? If you don't want to answer questions, just make a video and post it. Simple. My thing, and then she was telling her that she don't want people to stop talking about her. Oh, we already know that. You crave the attention that you get on YouTube. If you was to the point nobody said anything as best as I live, I think she crawl up in a ball and basically just be over there crying herself to sleep. She created attention from YouTube. Anytime people to the point where they say they're gonna stop talking about her, she'll start talking about somebody. These everybody's mad. They did say that. No, we're not mad. We just point out the piss poor content that you're putting out, and the most important, the piss poor parenting. You would think that the fact that I'm not trying to kick a person when they're down. Now, the fact that you're going through the custody battle, that should make you to the point where I'm not saying quit YouTube, but you should have your priorities in order. You should be trying to make ways to try to get your kids. And most importantly, you should be trying to clean your act up. So that way, at least you will be in the running to try at least partially get your kids. My thing is, person, I hate to say it, the judge should award custody just like it is. Keep Gerard with those kids and let Liv get visitation, because Liv is not in the mindset to be a parent. Everything is her. It's no I, no you, no us, no kids, no nothing. She don't even speak about the kids. Last time we saw her with the kids, she went over there and did that little live stream at Jazz house with her kids. My thing, if you had time, if you wanted to see your kids, you should have made that into a vlog with just you and your kids. You should not have been over there bunched up at Jasmine house. And Jasmine looked crazy having you there after she done had a newborn baby. You ain't got no mask on, she ain't got no mask on, but everybody breathing in the house around that baby. I mean, come on. Some things require you to have a little common sense. They ain't using none of their common sense. They just in there just bouncing around. And I just look at her and shook my head. I say, ain't no way nobody be at my house, let alone with no mask on. I just had a baby. No way, no how. This ain't no sip and see. But see, Jasmine's so slow and low vibrational, she don't see that Olivia just using her for content. That's about it. Olivia run out of content since the kid's not there. She just trying to think of scramble up things to do. Now she be getting on live screen arguing with people in her chat, telling them what to type, what they shouldn't be typing. My thing is, it was a live screen. People can type what they want to type as long as they keep it cute. And most important, they don't say things that are harsh. People just posting questions about the kids should not be to the point where you get mad. Or most important, your moderators block these people. I'm sitting there watching her block people that ask questions about the kids. She'll block them or put them in timeout. That screams right there that you're not pregnant. If you're not pregnant, why you don't want to speak about it? What's the point? You're pregnant, so that's something you should want to speak of. It ain't like we asked you who the baby daddy was, or asked you something impersonal or something like that. You the one put it out there and started saying that the baby had some kind of birth defects. It was a lady in there was saying that. She said we have every right to ask her questions, especially since I cashed out her for the baby shower. And when I saw that, I said, ooh. And that lady said nothing but the truth. How you gonna tell these people what to type? And most of the people probably supported you and sent money when you had that virtual baby shower. Not to mention you had a virtual baby shower for a baby you probably ain't pregnant for. Make it make sense. What it is, you trying to scramble for content and trying to come up with an excuse, and that's what it's gonna be, an excuse for what happened to the baby. When all you had to do was be honest and say you weren't pregnant in the first beginning. Because nothing about Olivia screams pregnant, nothing. The belly, the way she acts, her live streams, her whole aura, none of that. Nothing about her says pregnant. Somebody even said they saw her rolling around in the bed. I said, if you see her rolling around in the bed, that's a no. That's a Ain't no way you rolling down around nobody bed pregnant. You can't even. You can barely sleep on your stomach, let alone roll around on your stomach when you're pregnant. But it is what it is with Olivia. I mean, she got a lot going on. She still probably more likely probably still got to fight not only for custody of the kids now, but Gerard he still want his divorce, which he should get. My thing is he needs divorce. Let that man be happy. Something he ain't been in a while, but you can genuinely see he happy now because he got his kids. Now he have to fight and argue with her every time it's time for a visit because she made it not only hard, she made it very difficult for that man every time it's time for him to get his kid. Now she see how it is. But the only difference is Gerard don't give her the same. Uh, in other words, he don't dish out the same thing to her that she dished out to him. I can't say that about him. He is taking the mature role. So she should have did but didn't do. But time will tell. We'll see what's gonna happen as far as the custody battle is concerned. But me personally, I hope that Gerard keep custody of the kids. The kids look totally different on IG. Their smiles are different. Their aura different. Most important, the way they dress. The way those kids look, they never look like they were living at all. You barely see him smile. That he probably put his kids up there. Olivia put him up there, but it ain't. It's not the same. He seemed like it's forced. More or less, I'm gonna say it fake for the camera. But I can say that about her and Jab. They all birds of a feather. They do flock together. They both be trying to do the most and pretend for that camera. My thing is, how are you when the camera go off? I mean, what do you do as far as your children are concerned? Do you interact with them? I bet you more than likely that Jabba don't interact with her kids when she cut that camera off. You can tell because they so genuinely excited when she do interact with them on camera. It seems like they saying, "Ooh, finally she's speaking to us." I'm saying to myself, whatever. And I'm just looking at her. She's sitting there showing us how the kids dress, and I'm saying to myself, when are you gonna potty train them? Those kids, they are to the point they should be in Head Start and ought to be potty trained right now. You should have nobody at home but Legendary. I mean, you holding the kids back. She think she doing something, but yeah, she doing something holding them back. You don't want to potty train. You don't want them to speak. You don't even want them to be to the point where they actually can be their age and most importantly prosper. You should want them to be in school. And the only way they're gonna get to school, you're gonna have to potty train them. Which one be 4 or 5 years old still not potty trained? Now according to her, Ava's potty trained. I highly doubt it. She could be, but I don't think she's fully potty trained. And I don't even think Aiden is even halfway there. Now she's showing us clips of where the speech therapist comes to the house, so at least she is doing that. But my thing is, Jasmine got a long way to go, and most importantly, she don't realize that she do got a long way to go. In her mind, she thinks she got it together. She got this parenting thing down pat. My thing is, nobody has parenting down pat. That's not what I'm saying. But you have to be to the point where if you know you need some areas, you have some areas that you need to work on them. But Jasmine don't see what she wrong at nothing. Because most times people pat her on the back just for doing stuff she ought to be doing in the first place. She's like, oh, in this particular year, I'm not gonna be worried about haters. And I said to myself, nobody's hating on you. Nothing in your life screams I need to hate on you. Nothing. Not nothing. Ain't no way I want to be a mother of five, unmarried, trying to have more kids and can't take care of the ones I got. No, ma'am. That's not what I was trying to be in this life. This life, the next life, or the life after that. No, ma'am. That is the struggle life, and that like that's all Jasmine wants. She ain't trying to better herself. And the sad part about it, she claims she got a degree. If you got a degree, why you won't use it? What's the problem? People with degrees are using them, and most important, you can use them to do other things outside of YouTube. I mean, what if YouTube goes away? What you gonna do then? I mean, she don't think about the what ifs, the mights, none of that. She just think cut the camera on. YouTube gonna be here forever. I mean, you can have a job outside of YouTube. I don't understand why you can't. See, Javin ain't trying to do nothing but try to have another baby for this man who ain't doing that for the one he got. They ain't making no sense. I can't say make it make sense because it never will. But her mind, she think peeing on them sticks is what her life should be at this point, and she just giggle and laugh about it like it's funny. People in the comments like, if she want to have kids, she can have many she want. Of course she can. We never said how many kids she can have. We want to know how many kids can she take care of without any help from subscribers. When she can do that, then yeah, we won't say nothing about Jasmine reproducing. Because at the end of the day, Jasmine reproducing ain't got nothing to do with us. But it is what it is, and I said what I said as far as Jasmine is concerned. I just look at her sometimes, just shake my head. I mean, at the stuff she say and the stuff she do, it just the simplest and most childish stuff that make her smile. She don't nothing about being a grown up makes her smile. None of that. And then she tried to insert that clip about she got to pay. She paying half the bills. I said to myself, you ought to put you paying all the bills, because anybody knows that Chris is not paying no bills over there. You ain't even got to be a rocket scientist to figure that out. You ain't got to have a GED. It's common sense. It is what it is. If he ain't got nothing, he ain't making nothing. It is what it is. Case in point, when he couldn't buy the baby no formula, that lets you know he ain't paying no bills. Formula is way less than a bill, way less. But we just to the point we just gonna have to watch Jasmine do what she do. There's a whole lot of low vibrational stuff. And my thing is Jasmine like a lot of amens. She like amen corner. She don't like nobody to say nothing against her. She want everybody to say, "Okay, Jasmine, you're doing great. Okay, Jasmine, you're not doing nothing wrong. Okay, Jasmine, we're gonna pat you on the back for doing stuff that grown-ups do. We're gonna pat you on the back for doing stuff that mothers do." No, ma'am. No, ma'am, no, ma'am. I'm a mother myself. I don't want nobody to pat me on the back for doing something that I should be doing as a mother anyway. And most importantly, I don't want nobody to pat me on the back when I'm doing something I know I don't supposed to be doing. My thing is, I be looking at her mama and wondering, do she even watch some of Jasmine videos? I mean, do she even look at it? And what really behooves me, Jasmine had audacity to say she edit her videos. I said to myself, you edit these videos and you see this stuff and realize that this need to stay in here. I don't see how you adding this and keeping this mess in, but okay. Anything for a click and a view over there. But it is what it is. she was talking about how she was thinking about eating out. I said to myself, you might come out better letting them eat out, because at least their portions might be a little bigger. And yeah, I can say that because a lot of people have said it, and I have tiptoed around it. But it is what it is. The way the kids, I mean, the age of those little twins are, they should not be that small. They should not. They are the size of 2-year-olds. Even if those kids are 4 years old going on, they should not be that small. I don't understand. And then every time when somebody say, did the kids eat, or say that the kids should eat, she already, her answers always, they already ate. I said to myself, if they already ate, feed them again. Kids bodies are growing anyway, and most important, they burn a lot of energy. So therefore, they need a whole lot of energy in there to burn. And like I have looked at a lot of her plates that she made, none of her plates have none of the vegetables on it, fruit, none of that. I don't even see Jasmine do just basic meals like spaghetti, maybe like a little meat, maybe a vegetable, maybe a piece of cornbread, none of that. You don't see nothing that comes from the major 4 food groups. And we got more than 4 food groups. I just said 4 just to let you see them. We're not even on the 4. She don't introduce fruit to the kids. I say to myself, if you know those kids are growing age, they should have fruits, vegetables, need to have meat, they need protein, need all of that. Most important, they need to be taking vitamins. It's no excuse. My son's 6 years old. He gets vitamins in the morning. He gets 3 meals a day, and he gets 2 snacks. And if you want to eat after that, in between that, he will do that. And it's to the point in the morning times I'll fix him breakfast, and he still go to school. If you want to eat breakfast again, he will. Now I just don't. I'm not understanding Jasmine. And no, I do not do processed food. I make my food from scratch. I ain't chef D or nothing like that, but my kid get 3 square meals a day, everything home cooked, no processed foods over this way. No ma'am. No ma'am, no ma'am. He gonna eat some vegetables over here. That's just how I roll. That's how it always have been. I understand parents that do these prepackaged processed foods. Those are nothing but empty calories. You have to introduce your kids to whole foods. And when I say whole food, meaning like vegetables, fruit, stuff like that. And I most importantly, what I try to do is avoid all that all that sugar, excess sugar if I can. A lot of time I might switch out drinks and maybe get some with less sugar in them. And main reason why I do it for my purpose, because my son ADHD, he don't need all the excess sugar because he already hyper. Now her children probably not ADHD, but like people have been saying, they all on the spectrum. So I don't know. But Jazz ain't never got back to us about that. She keeps sweeping that part on the rug. We don't know if they're autistic or they just maybe have developmental delays. We don't know. And no, I'm not saying this to speak about or talk about the kids. I'm addressing what it is as far as their mental, capacity. Because at the end of the day, Jasmine got to understand, with them being in Head Start, a lot of stuff that they're lacking in Head Start would address it. They'll bring people into help. That's why she should be trying to get them potty trained so they can go to school. They need to be in a school setting. I mean, because if they're at school, that's less work on you. You just pick them up at 3 o'clock like you do the other kids. And your own baby, the only thing you got to worry about now is the baby. But it look like she's trying to add to her pile again. She's trying to get another baby. That's why she keep taking a pregnancy test. She hoping to be pregnant. But then she's saying that she was nervous. My thing, if you nervous, then why are you doing things that you know would possibly get you pregnant? It's birth control out there. There's no excuse. And you claim the reason why Legendary is here because you was taking your birth control. I never seen people take birth control and get pregnant. Yeah, Jasmine is not taking birth control. She trying to trap that man again. What's gonna happen is she gonna end up trapping herself and he gonna be gone. He got one foot out the door and one on banana peel now. Cause quiet as a kept, I don't care what you say, he really didn't really want that baby. But she kind of slipped it in and slid it in and slid it by him this time. But I don't think he gonna go for another oops, or whatever she wanna call it. She more excited about these kids than he is. I mean, it is what it is. You say what you want to say. But yep, that's a recap on Miss Jasmine and Miss Live Life. They both were to the point. One of them got a baby, trying to have a baby. One ain't produced a baby, but keep saying she got a baby. I don't know. It's too much. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's all I gotta say. But I tell you what, these ladies need to do. They need to get it together. They are too young to be flip flopping around. Most important around here, fool la la, trying to keep reproducing kids. Like I said, and I say it again, there's nothing wrong with having kids, but when you have kids, make it so you can afford your kids. I'm gonna repeat. I'm gonna say it slowly. You can afford your kids, not your subscribers, because everybody knows most of the kids have been supported on Jamazine by subscribers. If one subscribers, I don't know what would happen on most ends. They done bought beds. They done did the most. They done cash out. Olivia done got them for cash outs. She done got them for baby items. And the sad part about it, I don't even think she's pregnant. Who has a baby shower and we don't even hear you talking about the baby? That don't even make sense. I can't even make it make sense. I can't even say that because there's no way it ever makes sense. But every time somebody say something about the baby, she get an attitude. I'm saying to myself, if you're pregnant, that's more likely what they're gonna speak about and talk about. So why is attitude? Why we got an attitude? I already know. You got attitude because you let that lie went too long. Now you're scraping for content, and most point you're trying to scrape up an excuse to try to figure out how you gonna tell these people that not only are you not pregnant, but what happened to the baby. A lot of people speculating saying maybe she had an abortion. Olivia ain't had no abortion. First of all, wasn't no baby in there. Zolo Ben said that. He said there ain't no baby. He said that 1,000 times. People ain't want to listen. I already said she wasn't pregnant. But my thing is, I said if she is pregnant, I need to see the baby. That's the only way I'm believe it. Because Olivia do just that lie. Then she want to take the lies over to Patreon. She over there, she trying to hide and skip and do what she do over there. My thing is, you still got to have content over there. You want these people to pay $20 a month for no content? I mean, the stuff that if you're going to bring the same content you've been bringing over here to YouTube, you might well not charge them nothing because it's going to be piss poor. So why would you make people pay to hear them lies? You might well tell them for free on YouTube like you've been doing. And hopefully they'll send a cash up every now and then. But I already know there was a money grab, like people say, because allegedly they're saying that Gerard might have on the hook for child support. I don't know how true that is. It's just a rumor. It's alleged. But yeah, Miss Olivia doing the most. I mean, I'm not going no Patreon. I can barely stomach her on YouTube, so I already know. It is what it is. You say what you want to say, but I'm gonna wrap it up. I just had to give a recap on these two ladies and let you guys know that Tasha K did lose the lawsuit. I personally hate that she did, but it is what it is. But I'm gonna still represent Miss Tasha K. I love Miss Tasha K. Matter of fact, I'm finna skate on out of here. I just got my notification that my girl Tasha K is live, so we're gonna go over here and we're gonna see what's what. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Hey, Erica.